We provide or facilitate critical medical assistance to orphans and to children from underprivileged sections of the society, which we define as a family monthly income of 10,000 rupees or less. And there are three areas in which we work: heart, cancer, and thalassemia major. So over the years, in fact for the last about 6 to 7 years, we have been much more active. So the journey has been amazing. We have this September we crossed a milestone of 1,000 children and children lives having been saved, and so it's been fantastic.
The reason why we got into music is because we wanted the children to survive and be happy and not to be serious about fundraising. A lot about CEOs who were bathroom singers or dinner singers. So we said, why not we get them on the stage? And this has been going on for a few years, and it's been exciting for not only for them but for us as well. And we've all become like one family because we all know each other and we get together even when we are not just doing an event.
All these people that you are seeing perform here today are very kind-hearted and generous people, and they are very happy to give their time. So in the beginning, of course, when we started the process, there was reluctance, not that they didn't want to do it, but the typical reluctance that you have for doing something different. So that's how it was, but these people are very, very willing participants and very generous supporters. And you can see we are here in Mumbai, and we have CEOs who have come all the way from Bangalore, who have come all the way from Delhi and Gurgaon. And these people have actually not only given their time, they have flown here, they are going to stay here overnight and then go back tomorrow and on a weekend. So for us, it's just their commitment and their generosity which really matters, and it's very gratifying to see all these people give so much of time for the cause of the foundation.
Dia is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. Whether it's environment, whether it is about children, she really believes in it. And so you know that what she's giving to the foundation is also fantastic for everybody else. And so I don't want somebody who's just a brand, but somebody who's really part of it. And that's what Dia is all about.
I've actually lost count of the number of years I've been associated with Genesis. I think ever since Genesis started this particular event, I've been associated with Genesis, and I feel fiercely proud about the association. I think it's a symbiotic relationship, and I think it's an incredible way how Prema and the Genesis team have brought passion at one level along with purpose together in such a sweet spot and a wonderful way.
I've been associated with Genesis Foundation and their CEO event right from the time they started back in Gurgaon. I think it was in 2010. And so I've had the honor and the pleasure of being with them in Delhi events, in Bombay events, in Bangalore events. And it's been awesome trying to give back to the causes that they support through music, which has been my first love as well. So it's the best of everything. A chance to give and a chance to have great fun music with friends that you love being with.
I first got introduced to them because of what they've put together, which I think is a very awesome platform. Everybody has a brilliant time and yet is going for a good cause. And over a period of time, I've seen the kind of work they're doing. I think it's moved from entertainment to really appreciate and understand the depth of the work which Genesis has been doing.
There are two causes actually very close to my heart. One cause is to do with women and just having more women in the workplace, and that's something that I advocate and promote a lot in the course of my work and whenever I get opportunities outside my workplace as well. And the second one is children. So there are two causes that I actually support. One is the Genesis Foundation for Kids, and the other one is St. Jude Child Centers. And both of these are really for giving life to children. And I think it works quite seamlessly in terms of the time. I give whatever time I can give. Sometimes I have spells which are extremely busy, and sometimes it's a bit leaner. But irrespective, I think whatever I'm able to do, it gives me a lot of satisfaction.
They have not kept count, and most of the ones that I've done are of course with Genesis, and there have been quite a few of them over the years. So it's 6 years and counting, or maybe 7th year. So I've done quite a few with them, and I've managed to do a few others as well.
I am actually pretty deeply involved with the Art of Living Foundation. In fact, I am a corporate teacher with them, and I'm also involved with their social projects. So it's not that it's only Genesis Foundation. Genesis is contributing of my time to somebody who's doing all this, but I do tend to spend a lot of time, as much as the time I can, juggling work life and putting back to society.
I think everybody needs to have some creative outlet. You could be a painter, you could be a singer, you could play an instrument, but I think it's the best way to de-stress. I mean, I've had days which have been extremely tough, but when you come back in the evening and you switch on your old, whether it's your Kishore Kumar music or Sinatra, and you can just sit back and you can chill, you get transported to a different world. So I love music. Music is God, music is life for me. And so having opportunities like this are not something that I would ever pass up.
Many CEOs that I know have some hobby or the other. A lot of them have singing as a hobby, but others have other things they do. Some paint, some write. I know people who publish books quite a bit. So people manage to do everything they love with a passion, no matter what how responsible position they're in. And I think if you do that, then it makes you do best for both. You get to be a better writer, musician, or a sports person, and you get to be a better CEO because you're able to express yourself much better.
I think it's exceedingly important. One is, besides the work which Genesis is doing, each of the CEOs over here, I think for one day, believes they can become a rock star, which I think is awesome. And having been through a little bit of training and getting ready for this entire thing, just shuts you off and puts you in a creative space, which I think is absolutely critical for anybody right now.